Om Shanti. Everybody, Om Shanti. Listening to what Sister Mohini was saying, we were sitting in silence in the remembrance of sweet Baba, so what should I say? We were in Nirvandam, Paramdam, Shantidam, different words for the world of peace. We were all there. When we use the word Nirvandam, the world of no sound, or Paramdam, or Shantidam, first it is Nirvandam. Listen very carefully. First we go to the world of no silence, then Paramdam, the supreme world, then Shantidam, the world of peace. This is how it is. And so listen carefully, this is very deep. First we have to go beyond the sound of the mind, because it is the supreme being, world, the world of silence and stillness, which is the home of my most beloved Father. It is my home, my own home. And when I go there, then the word mine and everything that is mine is gone. Even the word my Shantivan is gone. Yes, I have the experience that there is Mera Baba, my Baba, but even that word has gone when we go into the world beyond sound. What do you feel? Will we say the word my Baba in the world of stillness and silence? Will we say my home? Down here we say, I'm going to my home of the world of silence. We have to go to Baba. Where is Baba? He is the dweller of the Supreme Abid. Where is Brahma Baba? Both Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba are sitting there together. They've become combined. The Sakar became Avyakt, and then the incorporeal, and then the fourth one is the golden-aged Narayan, and these four forms are combined. The Sakar Baba. I know that you have seen Sakar Baba, Dadi speaking with Brother Arjun. Then he became Avyakt. Then there is incorporeal Baba, and then the future Sri Narayan. So it is like one soul in four forms. Because this is the same soul, the soul of Narayan, who became Avyakt. He is the one who became corporeal, and he also is in the incorporeal form. The Sakar one became Avyakt, and the future is Narayan. And then if you want to see the incorporeal stage, then how do you see that? How do you experience that? We dwell within the corporeal world, and yet at the same time we go to the world of nirvana and we stay in the incorporeal stage. I've spoken about this to some brothers and sisters. Let there not be anything else in the mind or any issues weighing on the heart. Let the brain be free from all this. Baba has said, the brain is connected with the understanding, is connected with the body. Baba said the understanding is within the soul, or the heart is within the soul. So the brain, in that sense, the understanding is in the soul. The soul is there, the heart is in the soul, the understanding is in the soul. Is my understanding all right? Is every soul's understanding all right? Say yes, your understanding is all right, your brain is all right. If your heart is okay, then your understanding is also okay, your brain is also okay. This is a very easy thing. When you are in the soul conscious stage, in service, you are in the body, but your stage is that of soul consciousness. You are in the body, and you are on service, and you are in relationship with everyone, but the brain is cool and the heart is true, and then your attitude is very easygoing. Once asking Baba, why do you talk about this attitude or state of the self or nature of the self being very easygoing? So your heart must be true, your brain cool, and your nature should be very naturally like this. That means you don't change according to the circumstances. The attitude of the self, the feeling, and the heart has that feeling and attitude and sense which is all aligned with each other, and then your words will be very sweet. You can speak a couple of words and they will reflect this alignment of your heart, mind and nature. People say, oh, come tell 2 words, and in 2 words it becomes 1 page. They say speak a couple of words, but it becomes a book of 100 pages or 50 pages, and yet we write, this is 2 words, but the clarification of these 2 words turns into 1 page, which is needed. Because then everything is clear. We say this is 2 words, do shabd. I am a soul. I belong to Baba. You heard about surrender today in the Murli. I am surrendered means I follow Shrimat. So what would I say in 2 words? Then we go into the depth of it. So in these 2 words, I am a soul. We go into the depth, then we clarify our relationship with the body, and bodily relations is detached. We are beyond it and loving to the Supreme Being. If we're not detached, we cannot be loving. If there's even a little attachment or a little ego, then there can't be love of the Supreme Being. He is my Father, but he says, I give unconditional love, but there's a lot of conditions. So be careful before you become Babas. You have become Babas, but be careful about this. He gives unconditional love. It's a good English word, unconditional love. There are no conditions, it's unconditional. But yet there are so many conditions, he keeps adding more and more conditions. You say, oh Baba, have mercy on me, and then my mouth will open, I will speak. And Baba says, no, you know what you're talking about, you're not dumb. Why should I open your mouth and enable you to speak? But if you can't speak the things of knowledge, it means what? It means that you haven't and you aren't in the habit of inculcating knowledge into your life. You aren't bringing it into your life. If you do bring Gyan into your life, then your mouth automatically describes it. You remain happy. If you have to speak, then what would you speak? On the one hand, you stay in the incorporeal world, and if you speak, it is to tell people to be yogi and to be pure. This is what you would say. Modi, what do you think? This is what you would say from your mouth. This is what you would say to somebody, at least. In purity, if you go into the depth of purity, if there isn't purity, then peace runs away. So in everything, I see some practical examples of what Baba is saying. There wasn't a center in Ahmedabad, what we call VIPs. Today, a main person came as a guest, and he said to Baba, "I want peace." And he was meeting Baba. I was sitting there, and Baba said, "You can never get peace." And so he didn't know the word Baba. He thought this was some spiritual master, and he didn't know what to say. He said, he didn't know what to say to somebody. He said, "I want peace." He said, and then Baba said, "You're not going to get peace." So I started looking at Baba and see, what is Baba going to say now? Then Baba said, "Child." He didn't know that he's the child and this is Baba. So Baba said, "Child, this is a wonder." The word child emerged from Baba's mouth, and so he started feeling he was a soul. No great master, spiritual master, uses the word child. He said, "Child, purity is the mother, and peace and happiness are her children." Then he started looking at Baba. He said, "Son, first you need purity." And then Baba started explaining to him, and he said, "Okay, I understand." Then I tell you about another situation. Nowadays you will start giving people the course. You give people a lot of time. But Baba, in a very short time, said things to people so that they immediately started to have Baba's remembrance. So one person came to meet Baba, and Baba said, "Get him to fill his form." So we gave him to fill the form. And in the form, "What is my name?" And then, "What is the name of my father? And why did I come here?" These were the 3 questions on the form. So he wrote my name, his bodily name. And then he wrote the name of his Lokic father. And why did he come? "I came to get peace." Baba said, "I'm not going to meet him." So a child will say, "What is my name? What is my father's name? Why have I come?" First explain this to him, and then only Baba will meet him. Sisters, do you understand? So now you have got an opportunity to do service and do what Baba has taught us. And then we can know that we have to get people to fill the form and know the difference between the bodily name and the bodily father's name and your actual name. Do you understand? My bodily name is such and such. The name of my bodily father is such and such. But I am the soul, and my Supreme Father is the Supreme Soul. So this is what Baba had taught us. Why did I come here? Baba said, "No, not to become peaceful, but to become viceless. I have vices inside. You write this down in the form. I have vices, and I have come here in order to become viceless." And then only Baba would meet someone. So Baba showed us such wonderful things, and he taught us very simple things in such a way that people would understand, their ears would open and they would hear it, they would get it, that what kind of understanding they're getting. In some of Baba's Murlis, Baba says, Baba is making the foolish people into those with great understanding. And Baba must have said in that Murli this phrase at least 10 times, those who have no understanding at all. Like today he said, nobody knows the knowledge of the seed and the tree. Nobody in the world knows this. So what is your knowledge? There's the knowledge of the seed and the knowledge of the whole tree. Within our Brahma Baba, who is sitting at the bottom of the tree doing tapasya, and he's standing at the end of the tree. He said, this is the same one who is standing at the end. You heard in today's Murli, he's standing at the top of the tree. And the same one is sitting at the bottom of the tree. How did he get there? He's standing within the same tree. So we also are like Baba. We are standing within the whole tree, and the whole tree has become decrepit. And the example of the banyan tree of Calcutta is very good. Its foundation doesn't exist, the original trunk, but it's all standing on the lateral roots. And so if the trunk is destroyed, it can't live, but normally that is the case. But here you come back to the trunk of the tree, and you sit at the bottom of the tree. This is our meditation commentary. Sitting at the bottom of the tree means, where should we be? We are sitting with the seed form, the Father, the Supreme Soul. Adidev and Dadi Devi, the first man and the first woman. Brahma and Saraswati are Adam and Eve, or Adam Bibi, who are the instruments for the establishment of the new world. So put your hands together with Baba. You are the ones who have to go to heaven. Baba says, I am going into retirement. So you hold on to Baba's hands and do such tapasya. And understand this. One is remembrance, the other is yoga, and the third is tapasya. You remember Baba and you like doing that. It's a very pleasant experience. But then if you remember something else, then Baba doesn't like that. Baba has taught us how to remember him, otherwise we didn't know. And so listen to this, open up your ears and listen. Brother Deepak is sitting here and he calls Dadi every Thursday and listens to the Thursday's points. So Deepak and Lavina have this practice. Where is Lavina? So Lavina Ben should be sitting up in the front. Now the profit of this is that but Dadi says, my job is to just remind you to have remembrance, to encourage you to have remembrance and remind you to have remembrance, so that there is nothing else in your remembrance. Even issues, problems shouldn't come up. Some guests had come to me. They came and then they came to meet, and so they reminded me that I had come to their house, but I didn't remember that. I didn't even remember that I'd come to your house or that I'd come to Arjun Bhai's house. Why would I go there? I don't remember. What is remembrance? There should be such remembrance that nothing can distract me from that or break that remembrance. No issues could come in between. Because the knowledge of the seed and the tree help in remembrance. Each and every scene is fixed in the drama. Each one has their own part. Therefore, we don't have to think of anything that comes up. The knowledge of drama makes us stand on the confluence age. And at the confluence age we move forward, we don't remember any other things because everything of the Kali Yuga is gone and the golden age is coming. But in the confluence age we're going up and we're sitting below the tree, at the bottom of the tree. It's very deep. We sit at the bottom in the roots of the tree. And in the cycle we sit at the top of the cycle and the confluence age is up there. We have to go, we have to go. And that is called yoga. The connection, relationship and communication with just one Baba. If you remember someone else, it means you went off, you went back. You are not standing on the confluence age. Neither is there tapasya, nor are you on the confluence age. At the bottom of the tree there is tapasya. And in the cycle, at the top is going home. So these are what we would say in 2 words. And then the ladder's very good. Baba first made the tree, then the cycle, but Baba kept on correcting the cycle. And he said, well, you have to put the clock hands in it now. Because it's like a clock. And this is the time. It's the time of the confluence age. And when it becomes exactly 12 o'clock, that's the end of it. We all go up. And then it'll start again from the beginning. With so much understanding, Baba has created our awareness, and then it would be said we would be yogis. And the sign of a yogi is to be ever ready, alert, accurate, and an all-rounder. Do you understand? What are the signs of a yogi? So first you have to be very alert, not falling asleep in meditation, but very alert. Absolutely awake, fully awake. And yoga is tapasya, and you're fully awake in tapasya. In remembrance, your eyes can move around, but not in yoga, because you're taking power from the one. You're taking strength, and you're getting a current. One is the power of yoga, the strength. Yesterday, Baba said you are receiving might. Religion is might. Previously, you were weak, so you get strength from yoga. Then you got power. You stay in this world but completely detached and beyond. First you have to stay as a lotus, completely detached. There is the creation, you are in the dirt, but you're using everything in a proper way. I am a lotus. Someone who brings knowledge into practical reality, they are seated on a lotus. Those who bring the knowledge into practical reality, they become the lotus flowers, and then the heart says, let me become a lotus flower, then I have to become a rose. You want to be a rose, Baba says. If you have spirituality in you and very beautiful fragrance that you can smell from far, then that's a rose. But there are thorns. Why are you showing the thorns? The thorns stay below. They are for protection. You have to have thorns. The flower does its work, and you have to stay in spirituality, but not in arrogance or bossiness. There are some words that are good in Sindhi, like ruhaniyat, Rahat is an aspect of spirituality, and in that intoxication there is that amazing feeling, but being arrogant is not like a rose or a lotus. If you show that arrogance or anger, then your spirituality is gone. And my Baba is very wonderful. He came once in Pune and he got a song, I love your thorns and I love your flowers. I said, Baba, on one hand you want beautiful flowers, but on the other hand in your song you say the beautiful flowers and the beautiful thorns. I love your thorns. And so he loves the thorns and makes them into flowers. And I've seen with these eyes, someone is like a thorn today. What does a thorn do? Whoever passes, they prick them, catch their feet, scratch them. That's the job of a thorn. And they're very sharp and they prick hard. So that's the job of a thorn, to be strong and hard and sharp. And then to bring that into spirituality and make that one into a spiritual rose. And so such a Baba, you should love him so much that he does this. And so in 2 words, how much loving things are described. If somebody hasn't loved Baba or hasn't understood well, we get Baba's company, and it's not just free, but there's a complete transformation that takes place. There was a company called Mufatlal, and it sold clothes, and it was called Mufatlal Company. So Baba doesn't give us Mufatlal Company, but Mufat means free, and so for free he gives us very, very good things, beautiful company. Baba gets such sweet things to us. Baba is always, as we remember him with a lot of love. Then there is yoga. Is there yoga first or remembrance first? Remembrance, and then yoga, and then tapasya. How should the tapasya be? The eyes should be very strong and focused. And there are vibrations that emerge from the eyes that people pick it up. Very sweet and powerful eyes. Once Baba's eyes became very red. We were worried what's happened to Baba. He says, these are not red eyes, they're rose-colored eyes. He liked pink. He said, this is love and tapasya. There was a lot of power in those eyes, very sweet and powerful in the love of God. And so don't do any other work, but check your own eyes. As is the drishti, so is the attitude, so is the world. So Manda has been given the work that what thing does she note such that it's not just noted in the notebook, but it becomes in the life so that it's visible as you move around. And so this work that is still to be done, do it, because there's little time. Anyone who would do it now, Baba will say, child, you be a free hand, a light hand, and a right hand of Baba's. Do service. Say this is service, that is service. You are doing service, but still remain free, just as Baba is free. It's a free hand, a light hand. So light, nothing worries you. You are absolutely light to do everything but not doing anything. No sense of heaviness. This is Baba's light hand who pulls power from Baba and becomes a right hand. So put your hands up if you're a right hand of Baba. Be careful when you put your hand up. There should never be the sound of heaviness emerging. So now make groups with each other. and be with your friends and your companions and do such a jump in service which needs courage, so that you jump with both feet and move forward. If you're running, there's a lot of tiredness. If you're jumping, you go from this side to that side, putting both your feet up. Otherwise, you can put your wings and fly like birds. They say that you could never capture a bird or a foreigner because they fly off. And so now the moments to fly are here. Do you understand? The time of rising is gone now. It's the time of flying. Now Dadi Gulzar has come today. 3 days before, Dadi Gulzar has come, and she will do class for all of you tomorrow and meet you tomorrow. And Baba's meeting, in which everybody's face should be so wonderful that Baba will congratulate you for such a good face. Okay, Om Shanti. Those who didn't take Toli from Dadi would come and meet Dadi now and take Toli from Baba's house and blessings. Even yesterday or day before, if you didn't meet Dadi or take Toli and blessings from Dadi, you come and take it now. So Dadi is verifying this is the program.